Grounded 2 is packed with gear, but not all weapons and trinkets are created equally. Some are easy to overlook, hidden in weird places, or locked behind unexpected mechanics, but trust me, you don't want to miss out on any of these. What's up guys, my name is Fervor, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'm showcasing some of the most unique and powerful early to mid game weapons and trinkets you can get your hands on right now. If you want to edge in combat, utility, or just something that feels better from the usual loadout, you're in the right place. With that said, let's begin. First things first, before we dive into the video, there's a quick disclaimer. This guide is being put out pretty early in Grounded 2 lifecycle. That means that there's a good chance not every unique item has been discovered yet, which is exactly why I didn't title this every unique weapon or trinket. What you're getting here are the ones that I found and the ones most of the community has been talking about so far. Keep in mind this doesn't include story related items. We're not looking to spoil anything this early just yet. With that said, there's going to be a few things you want to bring with you before you start this journey. First and most importantly, your buggy companion is practically mandatory. You'll be exploring all over the map as well as breaking open things that only the ant can open, so you need to have it. Next, load up on tonics. Heat and cold resistant potions will be critical for some of these areas we're heading to, and bring plenty of healing items like bandages, tonics, and anything that can restore health quickly. Also, bring at least 3 brat bursts. You're going to need them to break into several sealed areas. If you don't have the schematic yet, don't worry, we're going to actually go get that first. And last but not least, you'll need your Omni tool to be upgraded to tier 2 across the board. This means your shovel, your axe, and your hammer. You can maybe get away with the hammer being tier 2, but I would highly recommend against that, as there's going to be a lot of valuable upgrade materials along the way. With all that out of the way, let's start with the first item, and this one is going to be relatively easy to get. Headed far north of the snack bar front area in the toxic anthill south entrance, this place is crawling with cockroaches and ants, and if you're on your buggy, nothing in here will attack you unless you attack it first or you get off your mount near any of the red soldier ants. Inside you'll find a huge amount of upgrade materials, ton of brittle and sturdy parts, so if you brought a tier 2 hammer, make sure to farm everything you can. Push deeper, you'll eventually find a large chamber that looks like it's filled with toxic lava. This is your sign that you're in the right place. You'll come across a light surrounded by a bunch of mushrooms blocking your path forward. Chop this down with your tier 2 axe, and behind it you'll find your first unique weapon, the Gloom Skewer. This is a tier 2 spear with a special passive. Whenever you charge your attack, it reduces the enemy's stab resistance for a short time. It's a fantastic weapon against enemies that usually shrug off piercing damage, and nearby you'll also find an Omnate Soldier corpse that contains loot, an optical disc that unlocks multiple schematics including the acorn turret for base defense, and that brat burst recipe that you'll need later. Next up, head slightly east into the ceremony region. Down inside this trench here, you'll find another cave. Now this one's a bit tougher in my opinion. Expect a few scorpions and possibly even a large one deeper inside. Once you're inside, look for a brittle wall that you can blow open with your brat burst. Behind it is a chest containing the Scarlet Aegis. This is a shield that functions similarly to the old ladybug shield, but with an added bonus. When you perform a perfect parry, it heals your buggy allies. If you're someone who really loves buggy companions or exploration, this is going to be absolutely worth it, as it's really high in defense and it gives your buggy a little bit of extra staying power. Now things are heating up literally. We're headed towards the fire pit area to collect 2 major items. You don't necessarily need to cool yourself down with some cooling items, but you are going to go into the pit and it can get pretty hot and it can sizzle you relatively fast. I went in without it, but you know, just take it as you will. The first stop though is going to be a returning favorite from Grounded 1. We're going to be picking up the pincer whacker. This is a unique one-handed smashing weapon. On the 3rd hit, what it does is releases the AoE blast of lightning energy that deals some good elemental damage. It's great for clearing out groups, and it pairs really well with elemental focused builds. To get it, look for a cave near a large energy drink can in the region. Inside you'll find scorpions and their smaller variants. This cave isn't very deep at all, it's mostly all near the entrance, so you're going to fight very close there. Blast open another cracked wall with the brat burst that you crafted, and inside you'll find the pincer whacker just sitting on a chair ready to grab. Next, navigating a short distance, you're going to head to the charcoal pit to get the Heatwave staff. This is a scorching orb staff with a sizzling passive that causes burning buildup on enemies, and it also grants finale wave, which reduces chill buildup, super useful for surviving cold zones later on. You'll need to enter from the northeast side. Your buggy actually won't fit here, so you're going to be on foot the entire time. Expect a few mind controlled enemies and bombardier beetles, but nothing too overwhelming. As you descend, keep an eye out for this hand clustering a mauler here. You're going to need to smash it for the bonus stats. And near the bottom of the pit, you'll find a action figure head that you'll need to break down. In the back of it, there is some charcoal that you will need to pierce. And whenever you crouch past that charcoal, there will be the staff just sitting there. You want to get out of there as quickly as possible because it's going to be really hot. And on your way out of this place, climb to the very top, as there will be a golden molar at the top that can give you some extra benefits to really enhance your character. Up next is the Bushwhacker, a tier 2 bow with a special perk called Cheap Shot. This increases your damage against enemies with full health, is a strong opener for ambush type builds, and it pairs well with precision based mutations. Head over to the Pine Hill, not far from where you completed the Orc Transmitter quest. Once at the top, find a web bridge that leads to the back of the bush here on the right. The bow is located on a yellow leaf within this region. If you're struggling to spot it, use photo mode, turn off the HUD, and then explore in free cam to pinpoint exactly where the location is. I recommend doing this early in the day because this area is going to be very bad on lighting. You want to make sure you get around pretty fast here. While still in the Pine Hill area, head to the Spider Den North entrance to grab 2 more items. Inside you'll find the Crimson Avenger, a tier 2 one-handed sword that can boost critical chance specifically against spiders, perfect for cleaning out that said den. The second item is the Exploitation Token, a trinket that increases your hauling strength but reduces your damage that you deal to spiders. Inside the den, you're going to make your way through the tunnels. You'll find the area filled with slime mold stalks that will lead you to a ledge where your ant can break through. This is a good indication that you're going the right way. Keep going deeper and you'll fall into what appears to be a lunchbox. On the right side of the wall is a wad of gum. You're going to need a tier 2 shovel to dig it out. Pick up the Crimson Avenger there near the floor as well as the gum because it's going to be useful. And then to find the trinket, you're going to just continue onward. There's going to be a split path. One to the left is the one you're going to take. This isn't going to be that deep. You'll notice as you get closer to the end, there will be an ominous soldier on the left, their corpse holding the Echo token. So make sure you pick that up. And just like that, you have access to both these items. You can use the right side path that you initially saw to get out of there relatively quickly. Last but definitely not least, the hardest weapon to get so far, the icicle daggers found in the snowy region. This is the most brutal area in the game in my opinion. It will actively kill you with chill buildup while also throwing waves of scorpions at you nearly non-stop. As a solo player, I brought 6 blazing brews, 4 green machines, and 20 bandages, and even then that was barely able to cut it, so it's going to be a pretty tough one. Once you make your way into this icy maze, your first goal is to find the giant ice cream cone and climb it to reach the next level. You know you're going the right way whenever you see this golden bridge that leads to the turbine area or the fan area. Once you get to this area, you'll notice that this is going to have a fan inside. One thing you need to do before you go all the way down, because that's where you're going to go under the fan, is go to the top. The area is going to not only reduce your chill because you're going to be outside, there's going to be a golden molar at the very top. You're going to get that golden molar, go back down, and then you're going to be looking for where the turbine gears meet, I guess. You're going to break down the icicles, and that's going to make the fan shift and unlock the secret compartment that leads down. Once you actually go down there as well, there's going to be another golden molar that you need to break. Break down the golden molar, make your way deeper into the cave, and as you get all the way through, you'll notice the ice daggers right there sitting on a little pedestal that you'll need to defend. Once activated, the weapon will draw the attention of wave after waves of scorpions, and I mean it is insane amounts of scorpions. This feels very tuned for 4 players, so you'll need to be relatively strong or bring some friends. One tip that I can give you is there's going to be a fork near the back that leads kind of outward towards the sunlight. You can stand there for a minute to kind of control your chill, but for the most part it's going to be one of the toughest battles in my opinion in the entire game. After you do that, just claim the icicle daggers, and just like that, you have what I believe to be the best unique weapons available in the game. And there you have it. That's going to wrap up this showcase of some of the best and most unique weapons and trinkets we've discovered so far in Grounded 2. Reminder, this is just the beginning. There's no doubt more powerful gear and hidden secrets that are still waiting to be uncovered, but if you grab the items we covered today, you'll be way ahead of the curve. Now keep in mind, if you did find this video helpful, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more deep dive guides just like this one for all things survival. Leave me a comment and let me know if there's any items that I missed that aren't specifically story related, as we can update this guide to help out some players. My name is Fervor. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one very soon.